This is my name. At first glance, it can be one of the hardest names you've ever seen. To be honest, that's exactly what I thought when I was younger. I would feel tired and frustrated of having to explain my name to every new person I met. The first day of school was a day I dreaded for that very reason. I would ask myself, why me? Why do I have such a hard name? So in first grade, I decided to come up with a pronunciation of my name to make it easier for others to say, and that pronunciation has stuck with me ever since. My friends even came up with shorter nicknames like TG, Tija, and Tej. But my mom never liked the nicknames people gave me. She would always say, everyone will forget your real name. As I grew older, I realized that a lot of kids with ethnic or cultural names did the same things I did. But why? We all want to fit in some way. But when we try to, it can be really difficult. Believe me, I've had my fair share of these experiences. For example, when I was younger, I did ballet. But the thing is, I was the only Indian girl doing ballet. So I guess you could say I felt like a piece of a puzzle that didn't really fit in with everyone else. But the desire to fit in doesn't just relate to your name or an activity you do. It can relate to your culture, ethnicity, personality, your style of clothing, and even more. But what a lot of people fail to understand is that fitting in is different than belonging. Fitting in is when you change yourself and try to blend in with those around you. You try to match their styles or their personalities. But in that case, you're changing yourself and putting on a mask. You're hiding your true self. According to Brené Brown, we should all strive and focus on achieving belonging. Belonging is when you feel comfortable embracing whoever you are without the pressure of having to please those around you. It's understandable that you might act differently around different people, but you shouldn't change yourself completely. What a lot of us are programmed to think is that the security we feel from blending in with everyone else is better than feeling out of place. What the reality is that when you change small aspects of yourself, you end up impacting yourself in detrimental ways. For example, culture. We live in such a diverse society. So for younger kids, it can be difficult to embrace their diverse culture or ethnicities. I know for me, I didn't like wearing Indian clothes when I was younger because I looked different from everyone else around me, and that made me uncomfortable. But as I grew up, I realized that my culture is something very important to me, and I shouldn't feel embarrassed about it. So I come down to the question, should we change ourselves for others? And the answer is no. Despite how obvious that answer may seem, it can be really difficult for people to execute it. Regardless of the discomfort you might feel at first, it's better to be accepting of the diversity within yourself and others. As you go out into the real world, outside the walls of your school and your work, you'll realize that a lot of the aspects of yourself that you try to hide to seem more normal are actually your strengths, and they set you apart from others. They make you unique. Whether it's your identity or culture, it's important to be accepting of every part of yourself. It doesn't matter if you have a shorter name, a longer one, a different culture or ethnicity, a different personality or style of clothing. The best way to develop as a person is to learn more about yourself and those around you. By creating a more accepting society, we can create a place where people feel comfortable embracing whoever they are. Even though it'll take me some time to feel comfortable introducing myself with the correct pronunciation of my name, I'll be persistent because my name is a part of my identity that is very important to me. So, the next time you're having trouble accepting yourself, practicing self-love, or even embracing your diverse culture or ethnicity, just remember that it's better to be unique than trying to fit into any box that society tries to put you in. And that's an idea worth spreading. Thank you.